So, Shahryar, just to start with you, I know that you are involved in organizing warehouse workers and communities in Southern California, which is in many ways the belly of the beast of Amazon and just-in-time warehousing. You've also drawn connections between the surveillance tech within Amazon warehouses and the role that Amazon plays in supporting the build-out of technologies that ICE and the government can use to surveil people outside of the workplace. So I'd love to hear more from you about what you've seen in your organizing with workers and now with community groups more broadly, that could help point us toward concrete pathways to build coalitions, to push back against this mass surveillance. What are some lessons that stand out for you?
Thank you so much, and good to see all of you here. A lot of friends I saw on the attendee list. Um, like Tim said, my name is Shahryar. I'm the director of the Warehouse Worker Resource Center. We organize workers in the Inland Empire region, the area just east of Los Angeles, the largest cluster of warehousing in the country. We focused on building power through education, advocacy, and action among warehouse workers, their families, and the communities that are impacted by by these companies. In our region, we have about 4 million residents. We have over 4,000 warehouses of various sizes. Amazon is by far the most dominant here and across the country. Over 30 facilities employing tens of thousands of people. If you're a working class person in the Inland Empire, you or someone in your circle works at Amazon. Over 200,000 people in our region depend on the goods movement sector. It's the dominant sector of our economy for our economic survival. The people in our region have been told time and again that these are the jobs and opportunities that we have and that we should be thankful for them. Our analysis at WWRC is actually the reverse, that this sector needs the consent and labor of our workforce, our residents, our policymakers, of our community in order to operate, in order to make the huge profits that they make. And these corporate players like Walmart and Amazon can't afford to change their practices, but only will if they're held accountable. We see that the tools that Amazon in particular has introduced and tested out in our region are tools of surveillance and control. There are tools that are used primarily to move the billions and billions of dollars of freight that move through our region as cheaply and efficiently as possible. We've organized and moved groundbreaking policy at the state level to try to establish standards around how Amazon and other employers track and control workers. Right now, if you don't work fast enough at an Amazon warehouse, if you're organizing to protect yourself and your coworkers, Amazon will use surveillance technology to build a case to terminate you. As Amazon moves toward increased automation, this is going to accelerate and pressure is going to build on workers to comply. As a result, we've been working for a decade to build a movement of workers, community, and policymakers to understand that the effort of the goods movement sector to dominate our region has had huge impacts on our economic situation, on the health and safety of our workers, on the environmental impacts on all of us who live in the region. Now we're seeing these tools spill into new spaces. The tools that Amazon uses to track workers are being used by police agencies at the local level to track Black and brown people when they're coming home from work or even when they're at home. When ICE shot a U.S. citizen here on San Bernardino County a couple weeks ago, FBI walked around after to ask for people's Ring doorbell footage for the investigation. Using these tools, they're building a network of information that they can use to control us at work and at home. The federal government has adopted many of these tools in the last few years to create a new level of surveillance that fuels a deportation machine. These tools, specifically Amazon's data centers, fusion centers, and services, are on Amazon servers. It's not an accident that ICE started its attack in Southern California at a warehouse, the Ambience warehouse in LA, and a warehouse full of indigenous workers. These are tools that are, again, designed to be forces of control in the warehouse and are now going out into the government. The opportunity, such as it is of this moment, is that everything is so clear and laid out for us in the open. We're seeing that these companies have aligned their power to extract from us. The people who were promised good jobs, economic growth, and opportunities for promotion at Amazon when they opened up in 2012 in our region have rather seen economic stagnation, extraction, and now these tools that were perfected on these workers, created from the profit created by those workers, are being adopted to hunt them and their families. Amazon has a massive presence online, but they also have a massive blue-collar workforce. They're the second biggest employer in the country. I think that's the opportunity for us, is that those workers, if when they stand up, can stand up for themselves in the workplace, but also stand up for their communities. Thank you.